Yo, dudes, what's up? Welcome to the channel. I'm just some guy, and I just got done brushing my hair a little bit. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. If you're not new here, well, welcome back. So today, I just got done watching some anime, and so this is something that I've thought about like before, and I think I might have ranted about this. I know I've ranted about this on stream before, but I'm so tired of this like in and so for those of you who might be new or don't know, I play a lot of anime or video games, and I watch a lot of anime. I always have, and this has been like a trend. Like, I don't know when this started, or when it became like really really prevalent, but like I'm so tired of every villain having to have some sort of sympathetic, like, relatable background. Like, oh, this guy got bullied, so that's why he went off and, created a demon army to, like, kill a whole bunch of people because, one day somebody, like, stepped on his brand new sneakers, and so that was the reason. And we always have to, like, I don't know, like, rationalize why this villain is doing what they're doing. You know what I mean? And it's always like, oh, this guy's super, super bad. And then, like, you get to, like, the fight, and you got to have, like, 2 or 3 episodes of, like, backstory to go, oh, well, here's the reason why. And then, like, they fight, and then it's like, you're like, oh, well, I don't know who, maybe we're the bad guys because we're, trying to stop this dude who has like a somewhat valid reason, to be a super jerk and like all this other stuff. But like, why can't a villain just be a bad dude? You know what I mean? Like, so take Frieren, for example. Like, a lot of people were like, there was like a controversy around like when they went up against like the demons. Spoiler alert, for anybody who hasn't watched it, they go up against these demons, and like the demons are just bad. Like, there's no real redeeming. Like, even when you go into like the backstory of them, they're just like, oh, well, we just do this because humans are stupid. And so we act really like sympathetic so that we can just deceive them and then, kill them because, screw them. That's what it is. Right? And I actually kind of liked that because there was like, at first you go back into like the backstory, and then it's like, oh, well, maybe, but then they just, end up being evil anyways. Like, I want more of that. Like, every, because one of the series I was watching, like, they went into this character's backstory who was like just psycho and evil, and then it's like, oh, well, this is the reason why she's psycho and evil. And it's like, just let her be psycho and evil, dude. Like, she's a good character. Like, she's a good evil character, and she's crazy. Just leave it at that, you know? And I think more, it should do that more times. But then you'll like get people that are like, oh, well, there's no depth to the character and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, sometimes, just like in real life, sometimes evil people are just evil. And they do bad things because they just want to do bad things. And so we don't always have to have a sympathetic villain. Like, and I get why sometimes we want to have a sympathetic villain, but it just seems like every villain these days is a sympathetic villain. And I think that it's just such a cop out. And the other thing too is, like, if it's just like a one season thing, it's really hard to like build up like a good villain backstory, right? Like, what do you get, like one episode of backstory? Like, I could understand if we're like building up this, like, let's say it's like a 36 episoder, we've had like 3 seasons, and let's say like we introduce the villain at the very beginning, and then we just learn more and more about them as time goes by, and yeah, they're still really evil, and yeah, we still have to do our thing, but we're learning a bit more about them as we go. But like if you're just doing like one season, or it's just like a one-off baddie, like they can just be evil. Like that's just the way that I think that it could go. Like I think that we need to revert back to that, or at least like not always. Like not every character has to have some sort of motivation, right? Like I'm trying to think of like another one recently that I've watched that has had like an actual just baddie. Um, I mean, I guess there's like some people in One Piece, but then again, like we've most of the people in One Piece, like we've had 700,000 chapters or episodes in order to like build up like why they're just evil. But then again, like even in One Piece, like there's a lot of character. Most of the characters are just like, here's their reason, which is cool because like right now we're finding out a lot of those reasons because we're in like backstory territory. But and like that's the thing, right? You got like 700,000 chapters of the One Piece manga. Yeah, sure, dude, whatever. Build up like a super baddie like Blackbeard from all this time, and then give me his backstory, and it'll probably still be that he just wants to f stuff up, and that's just the reason, right? But yeah, I think that's my rant on that. Like I mean, give me some good examples in the comments of people that throughout gaming or anime or whatever, comic books too, that are just baddies just to be baddies. Like one of the big things that I always enjoyed about Final Fantasy 3, aka 6, is that like Kefka just is a jerk. Like Kefka is just like, yo, I just want to, what? I'm gonna poison this whole town just because fuck them. That's why, like I just don't like these. I just don't like these guys, so I'm gonna poison their water source. And then like one of the things I liked about Final Fantasy VI was the bad guy technically won. Like he achieved everything that he set out to do, and he was just underhanded and just a super massive just giga jerk the whole time, and he became a god. Now obviously he lost because kind of had to, because otherwise like the game would be like yeah. You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see an anime or manga or game where you are the villain and you're just the villain because fuck them, that's why, I mean, I've read a lot of like mangas where you get isekai'd into being the main villain or whatever, but then like you're sympathetic or something like that. Take Overlord for example. He's just kind of doing things. Ainz just kind of does things because he's trying to like protect everybody, right? So he's got like his reasons, to like protect things and stuff like that. But I want one that just kind of like comes in and the dude's like a psychopath and he's just being the villain because, he wants to be super evil and just like, just take over a whole bunch of stuff. And like, I don't want him to be sympathetic. I want to just see a psycho evil person just be the villain. I don't know. It would be like it would just be kind of like an interesting like thing in the sea of sympathetic reasoning. You don't have to put reason behind evil all the time. Just have evil for evil's sake. But let me know what you think in the comment section. I've noticed, like, I don't know what happened, like, to the YouTube algorithm, man. Like, comment and hit, like, I guess there's, like, this hype button or whatever. But it sucks because, like, the last couple of videos have gotten, like, 200 impressions. Like, it's only shown it to, like, it doesn't even show it to, like, all of my subscribers, which, man, I wish YouTube would just stop this stuff all the time. It's like, if I've got, like, 1,800 subscribers, just show it to 1,800 people, dude. Like, it's really just not that, just show it to the people who subscribe to the channel and then show it to some other people if you want to. But, like, at the bare minimum, right? Like, show it to my subscribers. Like, they hit the subscribe button at some point for some reason. Like, just show it to them, you know? It's like if they're only showing it to 200 people, that's not even, that's like a tenth of my subscribers, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. YouTube has always been kind of a pain in the butt. But anyways, that's it for me. I'm gonna get back to working on some AI stuff. I gotta deal with Amazon Agent Core stuff today, so that'll be fun. But I hope you guys are good. I hope you're having a good rest of your weekend, and I will catch you guys later. Take it easy, homies. Peace out.